When finally you are asked to register, you're going to have to give 4 fingerprints from your right hand if you're 12 or over and have a facial biometric taken. That will then go onto a central database, but it's only the start. You will then have to go through, well, in this case, the normal e-gates for British holidaymakers, plus having a manual inspection of your passport and a stamp.
Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Mad News with your host, for Bizzo, coming to you live and direct from the Mad News headquarters right here in London. So, what is the Mad News for today?
Daily Mad News.
According to gov.co.uk, news story: British travellers total expect checks under EU's entry-exit system. Travellers to Europe, including Brits, subject to new entry registration from today under a phased implementation of the EU new digital border system.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
That was published on 12th of October 2025. So this is what I was saying last month. Last month, I was saying that on the 12th of October, there's going to be new digital ID requirement for British system. That's why I went on a European vacation. Vacation.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
So I went on a little European vacation. But I'm telling you right now, that's going to be the last time I'm going to be traveling to anywhere in Europe. So basically, if you want to go to Europe right now, let me tell you how this works. I'm going to show you how it works right now. Yeah, let's go through.
Daily Mad News.
I'm at one of the busiest airports in Europe for arriving British holidaymakers, Palma de Mallorca in Spain, where more than 1 million of us will turn up for holidays on this beautiful island. As you can see, the entry-exit system kiosks are already here, but they are not going to be employed from day one, which is Sunday the 12th of October. Spain, like many of the countries in the European Union and the wider Schengen area, is taking a very cautious approach. They say only one flight at Madrid airport is going to be checked on day one. When finally you are asked to register, you're going to have to give 4 fingerprints from your right hand if you're 12 or over and have a facial biometric taken. That will then go onto a central database, but it's only the start. You will then have to go through, well, in this case, the normal e-gates for British holidaymakers, plus having a manual inspection of your passport and a stamp. Remember, you don't need to prepare anything in advance except probably some patience, because this is all going to add time to the process, and you don't need to pay anything. There is going to be a so-called Euro visa, the ETIAS, from about a year from now, but you don't need to worry about that yet. And of course, if you have the great fortune to be eligible for an EU passport, you will just be breezing past all of this. All of the official can do is check that the passport is valid and that it belongs to you.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
I'm telling you, the gate is closing it on you right now. The government is trying every single way for us to get this digital ID. That's why I have to make sure I go to the places I haven't been in Europe since I've been here.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
I've been to 17 European countries now. That's enough for me. That's enough for me right now. I don't need to go to Europe anymore. There's nothing there that I want to see anymore. They should keep their border, because right now you can't even go to Dover right now. You have to get digital ID. From Dover, if you want to go to Europe, even Eurostar, you have to get digital ID. You can't go anywhere right now. So British citizens can literally only go to Scotland, Ireland, and Wales.
I know words, I have the best words, But there's no better word than stupid.
Even on the island right now, you might need to get a digital ID because they're part of the EU. So what's going on right now? I mean,
Mamma mia!
Daily Mag News.
this is another headline you can see right there. New EU biometric checks set to reshape UK travel from 2026. Officials promise a phased rollout of biometric checks at ports and rail terminals to reduce delays for UK travelers entering Europe.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
It says, let me make it bigger so you guys can see. You've already got biometric passport. Why does the EU need to have my biometric data? I thought we are out of the EU. Why does the EU need to have my biometric data? Just listen, yeah. UK travelers to the EU face new biometric checks from 12 October, but full enforcement is not expected until April 2026. Officials say the phased introduction will help avoid severe disruption at ports and stations.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
An entry-exit system that requires non-EU citizens to be fingerprinted and photographed with the data stored in a central European database for 3 years. A further 90 days grace period will allow French border officials to ease checks if technical issues arise. The Port of Dover has prepared off-site facilities to prevent traffic buildup, while borders officials stress the gradual rollout will give passengers time to adapt. According to the Border Force Director, General Phil Douglas, biometrics and data protection advances have made traditional paper passport increasingly redundant.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
It says right there, this changes comes as UK holiday makers prepare for the busiest winter travel seasons in years, with full compliance due in time for Easter 2026. I'm telling you guys right now, they're trying to enforce this digital ID. New world order. This is what they want to do.
I've got you under my skin.
Daily Mag News.
New EU digital border system for UK travelers. What you need to know. Yeah. And this was on October 12, 2025. I mean, effective from 12th of October 2025, British travelers heading to Europe will face new border checks under the European Union's entry-exit system, EES. The new digital border control system will apply to all non-EU nationals entering the Schengen area for short stays, including UK passport holders. What is the entry-exit system? The EES is a digital border control system that replaces manual passport stamping when entering or exiting the Schengen area. Instead, travelers will be required to register biometric data such as fingerprints and a facial image on arrival at the border.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
Once registered, your EES records will be valid for 3 years unless your passport expires sooner. Now, these are the countries you need to stay away from right now, guys, because let's have a look. Which countries are affected? If you're traveling to any of the following countries, EES will apply. Austria, been there. Belgium, been there. Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, been there. Estonia, Finland, France, been there. Germany, been there. Greece, been there. Hungary, Iceland, Italy, been there. Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, been there. Luxembourg, been there. Malta, been there. Netherlands, been there. Norway, been there. Poland, been there. Portugal, been there. Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, been there. Sweden, been there. Switzerland, Now, all these countries right there, You cannot go to that countries right now without a digital ID. That's the reason why I'm so happy. I've been to at least 17 countries out of all the EU countries. I've been there. I've traveled a lot. That's why it's really annoying, but it's not really annoying because I've been there, so it doesn't really matter.
Daily man news.
It said key points to UK travelers. No need to register before travel. Biometric data is collected at the border. Registration is free. No fee is charged for EES enrollment. Expect longer wait, especially during busy travel period, as first-time registration will take a few extra minutes. Frequent travelers beware. EES will track days spent in the Schengen area to enforce the 90-day limit in any 180-day period. Re-entry is easier. After your initial registration, feature crossing will be faster, requiring only a fingerprint or photo scan.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
If you're traveling by rail, tunnel, or ferry from the UK, EES checks will take place before departure from the UK. If you're traveling via Eurostar at London St. Pancras here, Eurotunnel at Folkestone, or Port of Dover, all these sites are equipped with self-service kiosks and biometric booths to handle the new requirement, backed by the UK funding to help streamline the process.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
If you're traveling from other UK ports or flying, you will register on arrival in the Schengen zone. Guys, I'm just telling you right now, you cannot go to the EU or any European countries anymore if you don't want to get a digital ID. That's why I'm happy. I just came out for my baby vacation.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Daily man news.
This is the update on the issue.
Imagine just going through passport control without actually having to get your passport out of your pocket. That is the aim of the UK Border Force, which, according to a report in the Times, is looking to introduce a trial system sometime this year in which, if you are registered on a central database, as I am because I've got a British passport, you will simply go up to a desk. You'll look into the camera rather than having to, at present, get your passport out and find the right page and put it in and everything. You will just be able to look, probably not smile, certainly remove your glasses and any hats, and then off you go and go through the gates. It's really just an improvement in sophistication for the existing e-gates, which have been with us for a number of years, and the purpose of those is simply to say, right, if you are from the UK, the European Union, North America, Australasia and some other nations, then we think that you don't probably present much of a threat, and so therefore we just want to check that it's your passport and that it's you. Now, with the electronic travel authorization system that the UK is introducing, it's gradually being rolled out, the country will have a lot more information on a lot more travellers, and so therefore it is possible that you would be able to do this. It's not an astonishing leap in technology. It is simply saying, rather than reading the information embedded in here, we're just going to go straight to the centralized database and have a look and see how the facial characteristics change, and then you walk up and they say, oh yes, we've been expecting you.
I've got you under my skin.
Tecnologia. Tecnologia. Tecnologia.
They want to force us into this. Guys, I don't know what else you guys want to do here. If you're going towards Europe, you cannot come out of it. You have to get a digital ID. So I think the only way now is Africa, or we can join my man Cubana Illy's way. Cubana Illy's.
Daily man news.
You might be laughing right now, but Kubala might be the only way out right now. Anyway, jokes apart. If you can travel out of the country without getting this digital ID, you can't get a job without getting the digital ID. And I'm telling you, everyone on benefit will put on this digital ID soon. So How are you supposed to survive? I don't know. Can somebody please give me an alternative living in this country right now without getting this digital ID? Let me know what you think. Do you think it's a good idea what the government is doing by making sure that either way you're not even allowed to live right now? For those of you that think I'm just going to run to Spain, I'm going to run out of the country, you cannot come out of this country right now without digital ID. You cannot come out of this country right now without digital ID. You want to pass through Dover, you have to get digital ID. You want to fly out of the airport, you have to get digital ID. This is what's happening right now. I just came back from holiday, and I'm telling you, I was one of the few ones that went before the 12. But I'm telling you right now, you will get that digital ID if you want to get out of this country.
Daily Man News.
My channel is shadow banned right now. Confirm. My channel is completely shadow banned right now. But it doesn't matter. With your help, you can get it back. If you like what I do, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's beat the algorithm, man. Share my videos. You need this information. You need this. I don't know why a lot of people watching, they don't want to share. 15% of the people that watch my stuff is actually my subscribers. 15%. What's going on, guys? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Daily Mad News. And I'll see you again on the next episode of the Daily Mad News. It's your boy FOB, and I'm out.
Daily Man News. Mad News. Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News.